Hey guys, it's me. Normally I don't do, random voice recordings or anything like that, but I figured I kinda had to make this so I could get a few things off my chest. I apologize for not uploading anything in the past, month or two, or I guess, I don't know. I've just kinda been busy with stuff. I've been, still trying to find a job. I'm trying to, deal with school stuff with college. I'm going through some counseling business right now. I just haven't really been in the right mood, the right mindset to record stuff. And I've just been kind of feeling a bit down lately. But I'll be getting back to stuff soon. I know I still have to finish God of War 2. I can't just leave that hanging. I gotta finish that. But, just something I kind of wanted to talk about. I think anyone who knows me at this point already knows my thoughts on Dark Side Phil, but I've never really, talked about it that much. And I'm just kind of making this to kind of, put it all out there. So, to kind of start things off, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Because, before all this started, I was actually a fan of his back in the day. DSP was actually one of the first Let's Players I ever subscribed to. It was back in around, early, mid-2009. I don't know exactly when it was, but it was, around the time the Infamous demo had first came out. I downloaded it, I played it, I had a lot of fun with it. So I went on YouTube and I was looking for gameplay videos, and among others, I happened to find his, and I watched it, and I thought it was pretty funny at the time. He makes some pretty good jokes. He kind of made some mistakes, but he kind of played the game well enough. He was just having fun, just some guy on the internet playing a game. At that time, the idea of Let's Play was still very, very new to me, and I wasn't really used to, commentary and stuff, so I didn't really have a taste for it. I didn't really have any standards. I didn't know any better, So, I thought it was funny, so I subscribed. I kept up with his content for a while. I remember when he started the actual playthrough for Infamous, I was actually excited for it. Yeah, let that sink in. I was actually hyped for a DSP playthrough. That would never happen again. Well, maybe later, but, at the time, I had found some new content. I thought it was cool, so I thought, figured I'd watch it. So, over the course of that playthrough, he was doing okay, but it wasn't anything special. But, when he makes mistakes, those mistakes really stand out. He'll play the game with enough skill to say, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He's no expert, but he's good enough at the game, or no, he's competent. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word. He's competent at the game. He's good. He's good enough, And around maybe halfway through the game, when you get, when you're in the ward and you're fighting the Dustmen, and they've got the the conduits with those giant robots and stuff. Around that time, when you fight Alden, that's kind of where things started to fall apart. He was getting really angry at stuff. All the, oh, I died instantly, and what the fuck, and all that, all that stuff, the usual stuff. And it kind of turned me off a bit, but it didn't bother me much, so, it happens. I can't really blame him. But what actually made me unsubscribe from him at first wasn't, because of the gameplay. Back then, the subscription box was, it was literally just a little box that had maybe 8 videos in the box at one time. And I think he was still playing Fallout 3 at the time. So my sub box would be filled with nothing but Fallout 3, and more Fallout 3. And I'm just like, whoa, dude, you're uploading way too much stuff at once. Chill out. So I kind of had to unsubscribe from him. But even though I unsubscribed, I would still check back every now and then to see what he was doing. But the thing was, over time, I slowly lost interest to the point where I just didn't watch any of his stuff anymore. But sometimes I would come back to his stuff, you know, like I watched his Heavy Rain playthrough. I watched his Mass Effect 2 playthrough. I watched, what else? What did I watch? Uncharted 2. I think I watched a little bit of I watched God of War 3. Yeah, that was going God of War 3. I watched a few things every now and then, you know. I just wasn't watching it from, you know, the subscription box. I just went to his channel directly and watched his videos right on his channel, you know, on my own time. But yeah, you know, over time, I just kind of lost interest. I found other Let's Players to watch, better ones in my opinion. So after a while, he just kind of phased out. Oh well. So later on, about a year, maybe less later, I started getting into Retsupre stuff. You know, I found the original channel, then I found Chip Cheesum's channel. You know, I thought they were pretty funny. And, you know, at some point, I always thought to myself, I would love it if they riffed on DSP, because he is perfect for Retsupre material. Like, the guy is, like, he's textbook Retsupre riffing content. He's perfect, you know. And then one day, finally, there was the video where Slow Beef and Chip riffed on a video from his MGS2 playthrough. And I was just like, yes! Finally! After all these years! You know, like, for me, that was like the definitive Retsupre video for me, because I was waiting for that for years, and I thought it was hilarious. Even more hilarious is to see him fail at the game so much. And I think someone in the comment section of that video had mentioned a video called This Is How You Don't Play MGS2. I think that's where I heard of it from. I think it might have been in the related videos on the side of the you know, on the side of the screen. So I just happened to look up this, you know, This Is How You Don't Play MGS2 video. And my God, I have never seen anything like that before. Like this hour-long montage of this one guy failing at a game. And it was just like, you know, I mean, MGS2 is a long game. I mean, lots of games are long, but just to have a compilation of fails and rants and whines to go on for that long, you know, I had never seen anything like that before. So when I ended up seeing, you know, the montage for MGS3, that was like a whole new ball game. Like, it's like, what, 3 hours? 3 hours, I think? Yeah, 3 hours. I'm not sure. I'll go check. But that was like, I think what, trying to think. I guess what amazed me the most was to see how much he had changed between the time where I lost interest in his content and seeing him at that point in time in the montage where he's gotten angrier, he's gotten, you know, I mean, he's still, look, Phil is decent at games, you know, for the most part, but when he fails hard. And when he fails hard, he whines and rants and rages and blames the game, blames the developers, blames everybody and everything except for himself. And just seeing that constant stream of whining in a single montage was just, it boggled the mind. Like, this was Hank Hill levels of boggled, you know, just, oh my God, just this guy gets paid to do this, you know. So, you know, I enjoyed the montage. You know, it was pretty funny. But there were some things about how it was edited that kind of turned me off a little bit. Mainly the comments on screen, where AJ put them on, but they had, you know, these big black bars at the top and bottom of the comment that kind of made them really bulky, and they took up too much of the screen at once. So, you know, I kind of thought to myself, you know, maybe I could do better than that if I tried. You know, I don't know. So later on, I eventually ended up seeing Sebastopol Queen's montage for Dark Souls and Magnu9991's bugged mechanics videos, where, you know, those would focus like mainly on the failures. Like you would just skip straight to the good stuff, you know, like you didn't have a lot of fluff in between. You just get straight to the action. And all the comments on screen were cropped properly, and they were big enough to read, and they were on screen long enough for you to read them. And, you know, they kind of had a few funny videos, clips edited in there for, you know, extra humor and stuff like that. So really, I was kind of following their example when I made my own montages. So when I made the one for Jak and Daxter, I was just trying to see, you know, if I could do what they did but better. And, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'd like to think that I kind of created a workflow for my montages where it was easy for me to get things done more efficiently. Here's the thing. When I'm making my montages, okay, contrary to what, you know, his fanboys, you know, Phil's fanboys might say, I don't actually watch the entire video when I'm trying to, you know, cut it down. All I have to do is take the video, put it in Vegas, and I look at the waveform in the audio track. All I'm looking for is spikes in the audio. When I see spikes in the audio, that's when you know that Phil's whining about something or raging. That's all there is to it. And once you know what to look for, you can cut down like a 20-minute video down to, you know, the funny parts in like less than a minute. You know, that's why I was able to, you know, get the Oddworld montage, the one for Oddworld New and Tasty. I got that done like a day or two after Phil finished the actual playthrough, because at that point I was so used to knowing what to look for and when to cut things out, you know, I was able to get it done pretty fast. And, I don't know, I had a lot of fun making these. I mean, sometimes I kind of got tired, got a little bit, you know, just seeing so much fail while editing these things kind of makes my head hurt. It makes my eyes hurt. It makes my ears hurt, okay? I don't adjust the audio levels. So when I'm editing these and like his audio is like spiking past the, like it's going above the safe threshold and it's like damn near distorting at times, that's coming directly from him. That's not me. I'm not doing anything to the audio. That's just how he is. You know. But, and you know, to this day, I still think Jak 2 was his worst playthrough ever. Ever. Worse than Dark Souls, worse than Bloodborne, worse than anything. Like, I mean, granted, I will admit, Jak 2 can be a bit hard at times, but, oh my god. Oh my god, just the way he screwed up some of those missions and would not edit any of that out and just put all of it on YouTube for everyone to see. And then, oh my god, there are no words. There are no words. But yeah, I mean, it was fun making montages for a while, but I just kind of got tired of it. I mean, like, I don't want my channel to become something that's purely for, you know, DSP related stuff. I mean, there are, you know, channels for that, and that's okay, you know, I don't judge. But I don't want that to completely redefine my channel, even though it's like, what, 14 montages out of the 1,400, whatever that I've uploaded. Yeah, it doesn't mean much, but, you know, when you see several hours of montages, people assume, oh, this whole channel is just one big DSP hating propaganda and all that shit. I'm like, whatever. But, so yeah, after Skyward Sword Part 2, I pretty much had to call it a day. Like I said, I am gonna hold out for God of War 2 and Jak 3. If he plays those and he fucks them up, I'm on it. Don't worry. You don't even have to ask. I'm on it. But, yeah, that was just had to throw in the towel. Kind of wanted to focus on my own stuff. I kind of want to get back into making music. I haven't done that in a while. Because that's when I'm at my most creative, when I'm coming up with my own original stuff, as opposed to, just doing playthroughs or doing montages or whatever. Just kind of want to do my own thing. That's about it. Yep, that's it.